All right, so SaaS platforms, they're uh, they're everywhere these days, right? Super convenient, always on. But what happens when that always on promise breaks down, like completely? Today, we're going to dive into the dark side of SaaS, and we'll be looking at some real-world examples of outages and attacks that show how fragile those systems can be.
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. A single point of failure can really have a ripple effect across entire industries when we're talking about sauce. So just imagine this, a single server, or even just a network connection, a single weak link in the chain, and boom, the whole system can go down.
So it's like a house of cards. One weak point and the whole thing collapses. So what are some of the most vulnerable parts of these platforms?
Well, think of the essential building blocks. Database systems, where all that precious data is stored.
Mm.
Authentication servers, those control who gets in. Load balancers, they keep everything running smoothly. And even the underlying network infrastructure itself, the very efficiency of SaaS with its centralized design. That can also be its Achilles heel, right? A single failure at a critical point can bring everything to a standstill.
Okay, that makes sense, but I need to see it to believe it. You've got some real-world examples that show how disruptive these single points of failure can be, right?
Absolutely. Let's start with Snowflake, a major data warehousing company. They had a breach, and guess what? It all started with one single compromised machine, a sales engineer's laptop, infected with malware.
Hold on, so one employee's laptop compromised a data giant. Seriously, how is that even possible?
It's the perfect illustration of how a seemingly minor vulnerability can have major consequences. That compromised laptop, it became a gateway for attackers, and it gave them access to sensitive data within Snowflake's system. And the fallout was significant. Reports indicated they managed to get data from big names like Santander Bank and Ticketmaster, potentially affecting millions of customers.
So a single point of failure led to a chain reaction, resulting in operational chaos,
Right.
a hit to their reputation, and probably some serious legal headaches, too.
Precisely. This is why securing every single access point, no matter how insignificant it may seem, is absolutely critical in a SaaS environment. For situations like this, we here at StoneFly have recognized the need for robust solutions that go beyond traditional security measures. For further information about our appliances, contact us at sales@stonefly.com or visit our website, www.stonefly.com.
Yeah, it's a wake-up call for sure. But what about an attack that goes straight for the SaaS provider? I'm thinking of the CDK Global cyber attack. That one really shook up the automotive industry, didn't it?
That's right. CDK Global provides software that's practically the nervous system for thousands of car dealerships across the U.S. Back in 2024, they were hit with a ransomware attack. That completely crippled their systems. It was a major disruption for the entire automotive industry.
So thousands of dealerships suddenly cut off from their core systems. Can you imagine the chaos?
Yeah.
What exactly happened, and what were the lasting consequences?
Well, a cybercriminal group called Black Suit was behind the attack. They went straight for PII, personally identifiable information, think social security numbers, bank details, credit card info, the really sensitive stuff. CDK was forced to shut down their entire system for weeks to recover. It left dealerships scrambling to function.
So not only did CDK itself take a massive hit,
Hmm.
but the ripple effects impacted all the dealerships that depended on their services. What a disaster. What are the key lessons we can learn from this?
Well, this incident highlights the absolute necessity of regularly updating and patching systems. It's very likely that outdated software played a role in this attack. Just like we update our phones and computers, SaaS providers need to keep their systems updated to protect against known vulnerabilities. And this is a key area where we at StoneFly have focused our efforts. We believe that robust backup and recovery systems are non-negotiable in today's digital landscape. If you'd like to explore how our appliances can help you strengthen your IT infrastructure, reach out to us at sales@stonefly.com or visit our website, www.stonefly.com.
So it's about having a strong defense and a solid backup plan. What other strategies are crucial in preventing this kind of catastrophic failure?
Well, investing in robust security measures is absolutely paramount. It's no longer optional, it's a must-have, and having a solid backup and disaster recovery plan in place is just as crucial.
Okay, I'm getting the picture. Outdated software, weak security, no backup plan. It's a recipe for disaster. But Snowflake and CDK Global, those aren't the only examples, right? There have been other SaaS vulnerabilities that have made headlines.
You're absolutely right. Think back to the SolarWinds attack in 2020. A single compromised software update. And it had a domino effect, impacting thousands of organizations. It really exposed how vulnerable we are to breaches in widely used SaaS tools.
And then there was the Kaseya ransomware attack. It showed just how quickly a vulnerability in one SaaS provider can cripple a whole network of businesses. It's a bit unnerving when you think about how interconnected everything is.
It is. And let's not forget incidents involving companies like CodeCov, Okta, and 3CX. Each attack exposed vulnerabilities in various SaaS applications. It really underscores their potential to disrupt businesses on a global scale.
Okay, so we've established that these vulnerabilities are a real threat. What does it all mean for our listeners? What are the key takeaways here?
The bottom line is this. While SaaS offers incredible benefits, you really need to be aware of the risks associated with single points of failure. We're talking about the potential for operational disruptions, financial losses, data breaches, reputational damage, even impacts on customer acquisition and retention. It's a lot to consider.
Yeah, it sounds like a ticking time bomb. What can businesses do to protect themselves? Are there any practical steps they can take to mitigate these risks?
Absolutely. While SaaS is here to stay, it's crucial to be proactive and take steps to reduce our reliance on any single point of vulnerability. For some critical functions, integrating on-premises infrastructure could be a solution.
So, bringing some operations back in-house. That's interesting. What are the advantages of this hybrid approach?
Well, it gives you more control over your most sensitive data and applications. So if your SaaS provider goes down or experiences a breach, those critical functions can keep running without interruption. It's like having an insurance policy for your IT infrastructure.
I like that, an insurance policy.
Yep.
What other strategies should businesses be considering?
Let's talk about backup and disaster recovery. Those are non-negotiable in today's digital landscape. I'm not just talking about occasionally backing up your data. You need a comprehensive, well-tested plan that includes off-site backups, automated snapshots, even disaster recovery as a service, or DRES. And that's precisely where StoneFly comes in. We offer a range of appliances designed to enhance data security and system resilience, allowing your business to mitigate risks and ensure continuity. For a deeper dive into our solutions, visit our website at www.stonefly.com or contact us at sales@stonefly.com.
So it's not just about having a backup, it's about having a bulletproof plan that you can rely on when things go sideways. What about redundancy and failover mechanisms? How important are those?
They're absolutely crucial. Redundancy means having backup systems in place, so if one component fails, another one can seamlessly take over. It's like having a spare tire in your car. You hope you never need it, but it's a lifesaver when you do. Failover mechanisms ensure a smooth transition to those backup systems, minimizing downtime and disruption.
So it's about having a plan B, or even a plan C, ready to go at a moment's notice. And of course, we can't talk about SaaS vulnerabilities without discussing security. What are some best practices for enhancing security measures in these environments?
It starts with choosing the right SaaS provider. Do your homework. Look for a provider with a strong track record on security, transparency in their incident response plans, and compliance with industry standards like ISO 27001 or SOC2. These certifications mean they've met rigorous security requirements. It gives you peace of mind.
So don't just go for the cheapest or most convenient option. Do your research and make sure security is a top priority for them. What about once you've chosen a provider? What are some ongoing best practices?
Regular security audits and penetration testing are essential. These help you identify vulnerabilities before someone else does. Think of it like a regular checkup for your IT infrastructure. Find and fix those weak points before they become a problem.
Got it. Regular security checkups. What else?
Multi-factor authentication is a must-have these days. It adds an extra layer of security to user logins, making it much harder for unauthorized access. And of course, encrypting sensitive data, both in transit and at rest, is paramount.
Okay, strong passwords, multi-factor authentication, keep that data locked down, all good reminders. What about monitoring? Is that something businesses need to be proactive about?
Absolutely. Continuous monitoring of your SaaS platform's performance and security is key. There are tools that can help you identify potential issues early on, whether it's a performance bottleneck or suspicious activity that could indicate a breach. It's all about staying vigilant and not assuming that everything's fine just because it's in the cloud.
Right, don't get complacent. Now let's talk about damage control. What happens if, despite all these precautions, a business still experiences a SaaS-related incident? What then?
That's where cyber insurance comes in. A good cyber insurance policy can help mitigate the financial risks associated with data breaches, downtime, and recovery efforts. It's like a safety net for your business in the digital world.
Okay, cyber insurance, financial protection when things go wrong. What else is important in terms of legal protection?
Service level agreements, or SLAs, are crucial. When you're negotiating a contract with a SaaS provider, make sure those SLAs clearly outline their responsibilities in case of an outage or security incident. It's about setting clear expectations up front and making sure your provider is accountable for meeting those expectations. This is another area where we at StoneFly excel. We understand that true security is a multifaceted approach, encompassing everything from data protection to legal agreements. We're committed to providing our clients with comprehensive solutions that address every aspect of their security needs. To learn more about how we can tailor a solution for you, contact us at sales@stonefly.com or visit our website at www.stonefly.com.
So it's about being proactive, taking those necessary steps to protect your business, and knowing you have recourse if something does go wrong. We've covered a lot of ground today, and it's clear that mitigating SaaS vulnerabilities is a multi-layered challenge. For our listeners who might be feeling overwhelmed, what's the one key takeaway they should remember?
It's this. While SaaS offers immense benefits, it's essential to be aware of the inherent risks associated with single points of failure. By understanding those risks and implementing the strategies we've discussed, businesses can significantly reduce their vulnerability and build a more secure and resilient digital future.
It feels like we're living in a time where the digital landscape is constantly shifting beneath our feet.
It really is remarkable how much has changed, even in just the past few years. And as businesses continue to embrace SaaS solutions at an accelerating pace, the stakes just get higher and higher.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's not just about convenience anymore, right? It's about understanding the complexities, recognizing the potential pitfalls, and then taking proactive steps to safeguard your business, especially in this evolving environment.
Absolutely. And that's where we believe StoneFly can really help make a difference.
For sure, we're not just selling products here. We're providing solutions. Solutions that tackle those real-world challenges, empowering businesses to really thrive in the digital age.
That's it. We are incredibly passionate about data security and business continuity, and our appliances are designed with these core principles in mind.
So let's get specific. How can StoneFly appliances help mitigate those single points of failure we've been discussing?
Well, for starters, our appliances play a critical role in bolstering data security. We offer incredibly robust backup and disaster recovery solutions. They ensure that your data remains protected, even in the face of a SaaS outage or a cyber attack.
So it's like having that extra layer of protection, a safety net, specifically for your critical data.
Exactly. Our appliances also enhance system resilience by providing redundancy and failover mechanisms. This means that if one component fails, another seamlessly takes over, minimizing downtime and disruption.
Now that's peace of mind, knowing that your business operations can continue, even when faced with those unexpected challenges.
We also offer solutions that help businesses integrate on-premises infrastructure with their SaaS applications. It creates a hybrid approach, offering greater control and flexibility.
So it's about finding the right balance, right? Between leveraging the benefits of the cloud while still maintaining control over your most vital data and functions.
Precisely. And of course, we're constantly innovating and developing new solutions, to stay ahead of the curve in this ever-evolving digital landscape.
So for our listeners who are ready to elevate their data security and business continuity to the next level, where can they learn more about StoneFly's offerings?
Well, we encourage everyone to visit our website at www.stonefly.com. You'll find comprehensive information about our range of appliances, case studies, white papers, and many other valuable resources.
And if you have any questions or want to discuss your specific needs, our team is always ready to assist. You can reach us at sales@stonefly.com.
We're truly passionate about working with businesses to find tailored solutions that address their unique challenges and really just empower them to thrive in this digital world.
It's been a fantastic deep dive today, exploring the intricacies of SaaS vulnerabilities and the importance of proactive mitigation strategies.
Absolutely. We hope our listeners have gained valuable insights and feel empowered to take those necessary steps to protect their businesses.
Remember, knowledge is power. And by understanding the risks and implementing the right solutions, we can collectively create a more secure and resilient digital future.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And remember, for all your data security and business continuity needs, StoneFly has you covered. Visit us at www.stonefly.com or contact us at sales@stonefly.com.